Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got my April TBR for you. Alright, so April is pretty much going to be the sports romance month, I guess, for me. So let's go ahead and dive into all of the books that I'm planning to read in April. First off, we're going to start off with my ebooks like always. The first of which is going to be Power Plays and Straight A's. This is a carryover from March. This is a college hockey romance featuring a hockey player and his brother's best friend who is working on his PhD and is also a TA. So it should be really interesting and I'm loving it so far. Next up is Madman. This is book 5 in the Necessary Evil series. This is following Abby and Felix, and I'm so here for it. Abby is one of the twins, and it's following a psychopath and a fashionista, or a fashion student intern, I guess. But they've known each other for a while because Felix's brother is married to one of Abby's brothers, so it should be really interesting. I love the series so much, and it's so much fun, but it's also very dark romance and not recommended for those under 18. Next up, I will be reading Proficiency Bonus. This is the third in the Roll for Love series by Charlie Novak. This is following Lewis, who is the personal assistant to one of the characters in the previous book. It's also following Jason Wu, who happens to be a celebrity within this universe, and I'm here for it. I also have the bonus story collection for the Roll for Love series that I'm going to be planning to read this month as well. So I think there's like 6 short stories in there set between the 3 different books. So yes, please. All right. So now we're getting into my physical books for this month. The first one up is All Hail the Underdogs. This is the 3rd book in the Breakaway series. This is following Patrick Roman, who has been offered a scholarship at the top hockey preparatory school. And it's also following Damien Bordeaux, who happens to be like the hotshot hockey star. And it's kind of their star-crossed kind of romance. So I'm here for it. Also, this is connected back into the main story, and I'm here for it because I loved this series so much and I really need to finish it. So yeah. Next up I have Delinquent Daddy Tender Teacher Volume 1. This is a manga following two high school friends reconnecting later in life. Hatayama was a bad boy and Hitsuji was a kind of a nerd, and years later their paths cross again when Hatayama's kid is in Hitsuji's class, and like they kind of start reconnecting and maybe something like feelings start happening, and like I'm here for it. So next up I'm doing a full reread of All for the Game. So starting with the Foxhole Court, the Raven King, and the Kingsman. This is like the unhinged sports mafia, little bit of romance that you didn't know you needed. This is following Neil Johnston, who is on the run from his serial killer father and like the mafia ties that his dad has, and he's going by an assumed name. He's basically homeless in this first book, and he wants to play Exie, and Exie is a made-up sport. It's kind of the bastard child of lacrosse and hockey and like soccer, I think. It's a bastard sport. Anyway, Neil gets offered a spot on the Palmetto State Foxes team, and lo and behold, there's the one person that he's been trying to avoid. And he's thinking, all right, if my life is going to end in the next couple of years, I want to play the sport that I love. So that's basically what he does, and there's a whole bunch of fun things that ensue after that, including Mafia Hitman, a whole slew of content warnings that you should probably check before you dive into this. But the reason that I'm doing a reread is because Nora, the author of this, is releasing a new book in this series, and it's going to be from one of the characters that we don't really get to see a whole lot of in the books, but he is like a fan favorite. So I figured, it was time for a reread anyway. But the new book is coming out this month, supposedly, so that's why I'm doing a reread. I just needed a refresher before diving into the new book, which is now 2 books. So yay. This is going to be my entire month, basically. And then my last graphic novel for this month is going to be Swamp Thing Twin Branches. This is like a villain origin story for Swamp Thing. And I'm here for it. So, those are the books that I'm planning to read this month. Who's ready to go on an unhinged sports romance reading month with me? If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button if you haven't already, but like to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!